So omega-3s are essential fatty acids. They are effectively the good fats in our diet. So we hear a lot about saturated fat, bad fats. We do need fats and oils in our diet, and these are the ones we need. And they're known as essential fatty acids by name and by nature because they're absolutely essential building blocks to things like the brain, so vital for brain development, they're vital for heart health, healthy eyes, healthy blood, and for bones and joints. The most common omega-3 source on the market is fish oil. So obviously immediately that makes those unsuitable for vegans and vegetarians. But then within the vegetarian and vegan markets, we normally see things like flax and chia as options for omega-3. But there's a big problem there. Flax and chia are very healthy ingredients, very healthy things to take, but they're just not a good source of omega-3. That's because they contain omega-3 in the form of ALA, which is alpha-linolenic acid. ALA needs to be converted into other forms of omega-3 to be effective and absorbed by the body. Now, that conversion rate is very low. It's a maximum of 5%, but in reality, it's much lower than that. So it's really important that a good source of omega-3 for those taking a plant-based diet, vegans, vegetarians, is to find a supplement that is omega-3 EPA, which is eicosapentaenoic acid, and DHA, which is docosahexaenoic acid. EPA and DHA are the two forms of omega-3 that the body can use straight away. We call them bioavailable forms because the body doesn't need to do anything with them. It's in the form that's available straight away. And a good source is algae. So we produce a supplement with omega-3, EPA and DHA from algae. Just in short, that's where the fish get their omega-3 from too. So fish don't naturally contain omega-3. They have a diet rich in algae. We just basically cut out the middle fish, go straight to the algae. So Opti3 is omega-3, EPA and DHA from microalgae. So it's suitable for everybody, vegans, vegetarians, those on a plant-based diet, anybody looking to avoid meat or fish origin omega-3. This is all down to the form of the omega-3. So the forms we use in Opti3, EPA and DHA, they are the forms that are correct for the body. They are bioavailable. What I mean by that is the body doesn't need to convert those forms to do anything with them or to absorb them. It can use them straight away. That's different to flax and chia, probably the most famous vegan or vegetarian omega-3 sources. Flax and chia contain omega-3 in the form of ALA, alpha-linolenic acid. The body needs to convert that ALA into EPA and DHA to be effective, but that conversion rate is notoriously low, if at all. So why is Opti3 so good? Because we've got the forms as the body requires them. We've got omega-3, EPA and DHA. The body can use them straight away. Nothing. So Opti3, obviously it's a capsule, but we don't put anything else in there other than a very small amount of a high oleic sunflower oil, which is a carrier to actually get the Opti3 oil, the omega-3 oil, from the production site into the capsule. But we don't add anything else. Yes, the Opti3 as a formula is perfect for kids. Very, very beneficial from birth onwards. Obviously, it's in a capsule, and the capsules are yay big, so fairly big. So one big consideration is for young children, particularly under the age of probably 12, we definitely recommend that the capsules are burst either with a fork or just squeezed, and the oil either taken directly from a spoon or added to baby or kids' meal. It can, of course, it can be stirred into baby formula, for instance. Omega-3 is really beneficial all of the time. So my recommendation, not just because I've got an omega-3 product, but is to take it every day. And I stand by the fact that you will notice a difference. To answer the question, you can take it whenever you want to. So it's not a kind of regime-based beneficial ingredient. So you could take it on a Monday and not until the following Monday, and I still think you would feel a benefit as and when you take it. But for maximum results, I would definitely recommend taking this every day. There are no maximum amounts when it comes to omega-3. So the government advice on taking fish is not because of omega-3 levels, it's because of the other toxins in fish. So there is a limit of, I think it's 2 dishes per week in the UK as the recommendation. And that's so that people don't take too much mercury or other toxins that were in fish. So when it comes to a supplement with omega-3, in particular ours because we don't use fish, it's almost more is better. The government haven't set a kind of recommended daily intake. So we've based it on how much can we actually get into a daily regime. So each one of our daily regimes with Opti3 per 2 capsules is 500 milligrams of DHA and 300 milligrams of EPA. That's a minimum dose. It's often actually quite a bit higher, as our website shows. That's in line with the kind of very high strength fish oil that you see on the marketplace. So that kind of level of dose is what I would recommend. But as I say, there is no minimum or maximum at the moment in the marketplace. Yes, in short, it is the ideal alternative to cod liver oil because obviously for vegans and vegetarians you can't take cod liver oil, but for people who have issues with fishing practices or are concerned about toxicity or contamination with fish, we've got a 100% pure alternative. I'm proud to say that over 30% of our customers for Opti3 have actually come over to Opti3 from fish oil. So they're not necessarily vegans or vegetarians. They're looking to move away from fish oil because of concerns. And something else I'm proud of while I'm here is for every bottle of Opti3 we would sell to somebody, instead of them buying a fish oil, we're saving a minimum of 35 fish. So when we look at the number of Opti3 we sell and taking that into account, we're saving millions of fish every year, and that's not an insignificant number. It really depends on the diet. So if you are somebody eating a lot of fish, you are probably getting enough omega-3. But there are other issues there. If you're eating a lot of oily fish, you may be consuming harmful levels of things like mercury. So please do bear that in mind, and that's why we have governmental advice on not taking or consuming more than 2 dishes of fish per week. If you're not a big fish eater, it's highly likely you're not getting enough omega-3. If you're a vegan and vegetarian, you most definitely won't be getting enough omega-3 because we can't get enough from plants, seeds and a plant-based vegan vegetarian diet. So in the case of omega-3, Opti3 is in a capsule form. That is because we need to protect the omega-3 oil from going off, from oxidizing. If you don't feel comfortable taking the capsule, although I must say most do because it's soft and it also it's very shiny, it tends to glide down the throat. But if you struggle, you can squeeze it and consume the oil directly from a spoon or add it to your food. In the case of tablets, in our range, if we've got a large tablet, it's designed so that you can break it, and some of them have a break bar to make them smaller so you can consume in small bits. Where we can, we produce chewable tablets. So VitaShine tablets, for instance, can be swallowed whole, they can be chewed. Or also where we can, in VitaShine spray, it's an oral spray dose. So again, you can take that directly into the mouth or spray it onto your food.